Alright, we're moving right along to Game 7 of the City Circuit in NBA Street for the PS2. Decided to run with the same team as last game with Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, and Baron Davis, and it worked out beautifully because you look at the actual squad for the Orlando Magic with Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, and Baron Davis. Well, there you see Baron Davis getting... That came up as a steal, wow. It looked like a block. Maybe it was off the pass. But still, but yeah, so the matchups are good position-wise. You've got a point guard and you've got two swingmen for both teams. Grant Hill played very well in this game, and Orlando jumps out to a three-point lead. So I've got some work to do against his team, and Tracy McGrady's yet to really step it into gear. That was a vicious dunk by Jordan. But I'm very concerned with how T-Mac could be. And when I say concerned, it's kind of like, you know, catch-22. If he's very good, then once I get him, he'll be fantastic. I've got to pick up on my passing on the alley-oops. There's such a delay there that it really hurts me. That one didn't really hurt me because Baron Davis was still able to complete the play. But Jordan is ridiculous in this, and I'm just glad I don't have to play against him. Regardless, if I had known that you were able to get him from the very beginning, I might have picked a different team than the Knicks. Maybe the Wizards, or maybe the Bulls, or maybe the Blazers, so I could have reunited him with Pippen and then run with Rasheed Wallace. I think Rasheed Wallace would be a very underrated player in all this as well. But as you can see, my game break has gone up very quickly, and I've learned how to do that move, the serving it up, and that combined with an ankle breaker is a lethal combination. And despite the very quick start by the Magic, I was able to turn it around fairly quickly due to this game breaker. Remember, they were up 3-0, and I know the game breaker negates some of those points, but essentially that's a 7-1 run, and that's pretty big in all this. You'll see me guarding T-Mac, or trying to. His outside shot isn't that good, and that was able to redeem me a bit, but his ability to finish at the rim makes me want to really play him. I wanted to see Vince Carter go up against him, the two cousins. Of course, it's not just the fact that they're cousins, they're also teammates in the NBA. Remember, T-Mac was drafted by the Raptors, and then Vince Carter was drafted the year after. And they formed a pretty good duo for quite some time, until T-Mac went and he wanted to go back home. He went home, and his career, without question, has been better than Carter's. He was a better player than what Vince Carter ever was. His ability to just carry a mediocre, beyond mediocre squad, a subpar squad to the playoffs over and over again is what separates him. He had some unbelievable years in Orlando, and also in Houston too. Of course, he had those problems of not getting out of the first round, and that didn't change until he joined the San Antonio Spurs in 2013. He should have a championship ring if only Popovich didn't sub out Tim Duncan for at that end of Game 6, and Chris Bosh got those two offensive rebounds off those missed threes by LeBron, and Ray Allen hits that corner three, ties the game. They end up winning Game 6 in overtime, and they win a thriller in Game 7 as well. But T-Mac was so close to getting that championship ring. That must have been heartbreaking for him. But he seems pretty happy. Regardless, I stand by my claim that T-Mac was a better player than Vince Carter, and I think most people would agree with me there. At their peaks, T-Mac was a superior player. Getting back to the game, though, we're seeing some dominant defensive plays by Jordan, but an inability to make a shot. That one wasn't really his fault. I won't hold that against him. Barry Davis was all over the rim there, and it's very cool that at least, maybe I'm imagining things, but it seems like that has an effect when a player is all over the rim. It also impacts on whether the shot's going in, and that's a cool feature for a game that's so long was out so long ago. Once again, another huge boost, and This game suffers from the same thing that happens in 2K, where the ball dribbles down the end of the court. You know, it takes forever for the actual inbound to go and collect the ball before running back to the baseline and then inbounding it. Vince Carter, I'm going to play Vince along with T-Mac. I'm not sure who the point will be. It will either be Davis or MJ. But T-Mac along with Vince, I want to reunite those guys for a little bit, play with them. But then once, you know, I get sick of that, I'll be able to move on, and I probably won't be playing Vince ever again. Baron Davis, he's still very good with the handle, but I don't know, man. Look at that guy. Wow, goodness. At that point in the game, I'm thinking, because I was relatively in control there. I was up by 3. I wasn't doing too bad, but those game breakers just sort of kill. Here I am kind of trying to dribble the clock down. There's a floating shot. It's dribbling, it's going around, and Jordan gets the offensive rebound, but then straight into the tip jam animation. That's not too bad because I'm close to my game breaker. This, for some reason, gets given a 3-pointer, even though his both feet were inside. Completely reverses the entire game around. They're up 15-14, but luckily I'm, you know, right at the game breaker. So I'm just sort of dribbling, just making sure that I get it in plenty of time to spare, and I don't have to worry too much. I wanted to just dribble it out a bit, then take it down in for a dunk. That worked out perfectly because I'll be able to redeem the game breaker not on their possession but on my possession. And there we go, there's the game breaker there. Jordan's there. I'm not going to mess around with it. I know teammate could look up and potentially block it, so here we go. And the cool thing about this is, and with the Street Legends too, they've got individual voiceovers. Jordan will talk in the middle of the game, same way like Biggs did as well. And that adds a little bit of individuality to some of these players and a uniqueness to it. I'm up 17-14 at this point. All I got to do is take it in for dunks. I know that I'm not going to muck around. I don't have to worry about getting trick points or anything like that. Don't have to worry about game breaks. Make sure they don't hit threes. You know, if they just want to take it in for dunks, I'm very happy with that. There's MJ claiming that board. You know, I'm going to just dribble it with him. T-Mac's a very good defender in this game. Maybe they overrated him with his defense a little bit. This is a big shot because I thought that, okay, here's the beginning of the end for us. You know, up a little bit, but you know, if that one doesn't float in, then all of a sudden the lead can potentially get cut down to 2, and I'm in a dogfight. Baron Davis' shot rolled in. I've only got 2 points to get. Vince Carter will make it 1 point, and at this point, there's no way I can lose this. I'll have 4 possessions to get 1 basket. I back right off, which is something I didn't want to do, but that's fine because here we go, wide open lane, dunk, busted rim, a big high scorer, the biggest game breaking score, I guess you could call it, tricks point score that I've had so far, and I'm able to get T-Mac, and I'm 1 game away from playing the Southern Division, so I'm happy all the way around. And the next game will be against Miami. So I'll see you guys then.
These players were putting in work out there, baby. Who's gonna be the lucky man to join your squad, partner?